Yeah, that kind
And
of shit is really annoying when it's like, oh, you're friend so and so, and then your friend so and so, and then your friend so and so, and then you're standing there like, hello.
yeah, it's like, hi, I'm right here. Hi, remember me? Yeah. And so what ended up happening was like I just got so fucking pissed off. I was like, you know what?
Throw me a freaking bone, please.
Yeah, throw me a freaking bone here, bitch. Um, so what ended up happening was I just said, you know what? I'm fucking done with this. I want no part of it. I don't want to hear any bit of this. I'm mentally, physically, I'm checking out right now. I'm just done with the whole situation. I'm not gonna text her. I am not going to fucking call her. I'm just let it rest for now, and whatever have you, and maybe one day we can talk and be friends again, whatever have you. But needless to say, I was pretty pissed. So she would text me a few times, I wouldn't answer back. She would try texting me a few more times, I wouldn't answer back. She tried sending me a message on Facebook, I didn't answer back. And apparently the guy Brian stooged it off that I was pissed off at her. It was like, I'm guessing she sent him a text message and just said, "Hey, what's with Andy? Is everything okay with him? I'm trying to message him. Nothing's like he's not messaging me back. What's going on? Is he upset with me? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?" So I'm guessing he got it from Chris, and who went and told her, and just like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry for whatever I did. I don't know what I did, but I'm very sorry that you're mad at me. Can we talk and whatnot?" So
Mhm.
I so meanwhile I'm just like, when she sends me that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not in a good headspace right now. We'll talk at another time. Which is
So
probably
wait a second. Maybe I'm jumping a little too far ahead, but is this the same person who she allegedly didn't have the phone number for?
you are jumping ahead a little bit. No, she had the phone number. She texted it to me, and I'll believe me, I will get to that in just a moment.
Okay. Okay.
Now, so the next day I'm at there's what is it? It was like a Greek festival up in Pawtucket. Go try and go to it every year because the friggin' euros are awesome. Which, if you've never
Yep.
had a euro, it's like a heroin sandwich.
Opa.
Opa!
Smash a
So
plate.
yeah, but yeah, it's a great time had by all, and my usual game plan is just go there, have a euro, shoot the shit with friends of mine from up in Pawtucket. They're pretty much family. It's Liz's parents, and her
Oh, right on.
and her sister and whatnot. So, we go there, we have some food, yuck it up a little bit, just like laugh at all the politicians that come up to me and just like, oh, hey, you're going to be voting in the upcoming election. And I have to break their hearts and just be like, yeah, I don't live in this district. I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't live in this
I'm
town.
just visiting.
Yeah, like I'm an out of towner.
You're like, I'm Greek. I'm just here for the food.
Yeah, like look at me, I'm fat. I'm not here for the politics. um,
Just promise them like that you'll vote for them if they get you a euro.
no.
I don't know if I could vote for you, but if you buy me a euro, I might be sorely tempted.
Like, maybe if you buy me a bottle of Greek wine, we'll talk.
And then you could get him on fucking bribery and shit. So then if he ever does get elected, you'd be like, that motherfucker took a bribe.
Yeah, yeah. He gave me a bottle of wine if I'd vote for him. I ended up not voting for him. I don't want a guy that can easily be in somebody's pocket.
Hey,
Yeah.
what is it, Scan BC?
No, we'll
The
get to that.
Scan BC of
We'll
politics?
we'll get to that in a bit. Um. um. So, anyways, where? Oh yeah. So I'm at the Greek festival, and I'm just like, all right, you know what? I'm in a good place right now. I'm with friends. I'm with family. I'm with There's good food here. I'm just like, this is a good place. I can stay calm here. So I send Not Liz a text message, and basically saying like, yeah, I'm a little upset about some of the things you did. Here's what you did. Can you understand why I'm mad? And it was basically like, you knew I had feelings for you, but instead, you're bouncing around from friend of mine to friend of mine to friend of mine right in front of me too, and then just kind of
It's not really being like shy about it
yeah,
either.
not really being shy about it, not being considerate in the least bit. I was like,
Right.
call me crazy, but I mean that's just kind of a dick move to pull.
Like
So
honestly, like if it was okay, let's just say that like you had a bunch of female friends and I came down and I was single and I was interested in one of your female friends. Probably the first thing that I would do would be to pull you aside and be like, "Hey, listen, man. I know this is kind of weird. I know she's your friend or whatever, but I'm kind of thinking that I'm digging on this chick. Would you mind if I
yeah,
made my move or whatever?"
and
Because I wouldn't want to step into your territory or whatever. But I wouldn't be like so like outward about it and shit. And I don't know if that matters because I'm male or whatever. But
yeah, like, call it the bro
like,
code or whatever you have, or whatever have you, or just
yeah.
just having manners in a sense, I guess.
Yeah, regardless of if you're
Let's
male or
consider
female,
it.
just have the manners to be like, "Hey, is this okay?" before you start going for it,
Yeah. Um.
and
So
not being a douche and being like, "Look, what
like
you're not getting."
yeah. Um. Yeah. So she sends me back a text message saying, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was doing that. I know how you feel. That's been done to me before." And I'm thinking like, that's fucking bullshit. Like she saying she's very very cute, very very cute. I doubt something like that has happened to her ever.
Actually, I believe that because she mentioned something about someone else whose name I won't mention being interested in someone else whose name I won't mention that not Liz was interested in. If that makes any goddamn sense.
Kind of, except for the whole not list part.
Okay, okay,
uh,
so the not
yeah,
not Liz
I got
female
you.
was interested in the not Liz male, who not Liz liked, but not Liz ended up getting with
All
the
right, dude,
not Liz male, and oh my
dude,
god, my fucking brain hurts
yeah,
already.
see, I'm running out of breadcrumbs. Stop it. uh,
Our listeners have long tapped out,
yeah. like 2 minutes,
especially after that.
like 2 minutes into it, they're like, I don't want to hear about his fucking vacation to Maine. That son of a bitch.
Yeah, seriously.
Go back
Fuck
to making
him
dick and
and his
fart.
Walker Point.
Yeah, talk about Scan BC.
Yeah. You want to
um,
be famous, eh?
yeah. Did you read what I did? I was
We're
waiting.
such terrible stereotypical Canadians.
I know. I was waiting on a bus stop and I had my finger up my ass. You ever do that
That's
in
the
New York?
best.
Apparently it's accepted there.
It is such the best.
It's so fucking great.
I don't think Scan BC is as awesome as it is. I don't think it'll ever produce anything better than the guy at the bus stop with his finger up his ass.
Oh yeah. I mean, they could try, and I fully encourage them to, but I don't think they will.
No.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So there was, so I'm sending texts back and forth with with not Liz, and just saying like, look, can you understand why I'm pissed off about this? Like, this is why. Like, I was so infuriated. I didn't want to scream at you, and just fucking, lose you as that friend. Like, I thought we agreed. Like, okay, we'll be friends. Blah. It's better to have you as a friend in my life than not at all. I was like, I didn't want to, lose a friend because of something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, granted, yes, I'm incredibly pissed about it, but what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Shit happens. Then sends me a text message that says, "I'm sorry, I'm boy crazy." And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, that's your way of fucking justifying it. Like, I'm boy crazy. Like you kind of knew what you were doing here. It's not like you were just like doing it, being completely inconsiderate of, not being aware of my feelings. Like, if she was doing this, didn't know about my feelings, okay, whatever. You kind of get a pass there.
Mm-hmm.
But holy shit, like,
That sounds like something a 13-year-old would say.
yeah,
Like to their parents, like as an excuse, like, I'm sorry, I'm just boy crazy.
yeah, like I even showed Chris the text message. I was like, dude, does this qualify? Like, does this qualify as a fucking, like, a logical fucking reason for this? He's like, he knows about
Or
the entire.
countify.
Yeah, does this qualify as a fucking answer, Mr. Trebek? And and he was just like, this is fucking crazy. It's crazy. So
You know, it's interesting because I think scientifically females are quicker to reach maturity than males are. But
Well, yeah,
from
they
what I've
reach.
gathered about this not Liz from the time that I've known her, because keep in mind that she was very close to the not Liz, and Jesus, this is gonna get confusing. But like she was very close to her, so like it's not like I'm unfamiliar with her and how she is and shit. But she's just very shallow in my opinion, and that's why I even kind of I think I remember telling you early on, like, dude. I think you'd make a great pair and all, but like I just think she's too shallow for you, unfortunately. And unfortunately, it seems fucking true.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know though.
I feel like she's perpetually 13, and it fucking drives me nuts.
Yeah, and it kind of became that personality that I fucking hated in high school, like the hot girl or the cute girl or whatever that just kind of flaunts the fact that she's really good looking and can pretty much get any guy that she wants. And it's like, yeah, here I am, being the fucking good guy, the Clark Kent, if you will, and there she is looking for fucking Superman.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I
that.
gotta say though, I don't think she's that attractive.
Yeah, I think she is.
And I think I even told you that before.
Yeah.
Well, you're free to your opinion. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
telling you how I
yeah,
was
yeah.
not a fan.
Um, yeah, but so anyway, so I showed Chris the text message, just going like, dude, am I fucking crazy here? Am I like by myself here? And he goes, no, that's fucking bullshit. So I was just like, all right, whatever. Then
Oh no.
it's kind of a running theme here.
Yeah. The title of this podcast should just be called "Then"
Yeah.
with an ellipses.
Then,
Then,
not Liz.
yeah.
um. So she sends me another text message saying, "Hey, can I ask you a guy question without you getting upset about it?" And I'm like, after this whole fucking talk, like you're gonna fucking pull that move? Really? And that's
You think that's so wise?
yeah, and that's uh, and like that's like I can't even think of a good analogy. I was gonna use something like, sticking your finger in an electrical outlet, like, oh yeah, we talked about this, it's not good to do that. Okay, well, can I ask you a question about like why it's not good to do that? Like after the fact? Sorry, that's the best
Even
analogy.
that's a bad example
Yeah,
because that's like you haven't done it yet, and like you're asking for like, well, can you tell me why? Like,
yeah,
reason with me. Why is it bad?
yeah,
In this case, it's sort of like, right, I've established that you don't like it, but since you don't like it, can I talk about it real quick?
yeah. Um,
It's if you're like, dude, okay, I really, if you tell me, like, listen, man, you can talk about whatever you want, just don't talk to me about politics, because I hate politics, and I don't ever really want to talk about it. And I'm like, fine, man, sure, no problem.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm like, so, dude, who do you like in this next election? You'd be
yeah,
like, motherfucker, we just talked about
yeah.
this.
And then I'm like, fucking nobody, fuck off. Um, yeah, like that's a better analogy. This is why I podcast with you, because A, you make this shit fun, and fucking B, you can come up with a good analogy when I fucking stumble and fall down the stairs.
And I come up with pretty good nicknames, you can't lie.
Yeah.
It's
Not Liz. um, but yeah, so my response now, let me ask you something. If let's say you got the response, like you asked that question, like, hey, can I ask you something about this without getting upset? And I send you a response that's like that goes dot 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 dot. I guess. What are you thinking in your head?
I'm thinking he would really, or she would really rather not hear from me about this particular topic.
Ding 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 ding
How
ding
about
ding
the Red Sox?
ding 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 ding
Or
ding
in
ding
your
ding.
case, Yankees.
Yes. So so then she sends me a text message back. Would you be upset if Brian and I got together at some point? And I'm just like, I kind of throw my hands up in the air, drop my phone. I'm just like, fucking, what the fuck? I'm just
If
like,
by some point you mean some point that's already happened in the past, then why are you asking me?
yeah. Well, no, like get together, like boyfriend girlfriend type of deal.
Right.
And I'm just like, I I was like, and I was very honest with her. I said, you know what, it's going to be very, very difficult at the beginning, like, because obviously here you are going and doing this again after we had